All right, everyone, we've got head coach Pat Noonan. Coach, if you just want to start with your thoughts on today's 2-1 win.
Certainly the win's nice. I thought the atmosphere, the energy in the building tonight was pretty impressive for a 2:30 kickoff. I don't think you see that too often, but the fans were into it, and that made for an exciting game. I thought, as far as the way the game played out, started in a good way. Then we started forcing the issue, and that led to some transition moments where they caused us some trouble. Obviously, see out the half in a good way, a better way, and find the goal. And then poor start to the second half. Couldn't find our rhythm for a while, and took a spectacular goal by Kevin to get us that second goal, which obviously comes into play there at the end to be the decider. But all in all, there was good stretches, and then some stretches where we just need to eliminate that from our play, where we have guys just trying to do too much. And when we simplify the game, we're a pretty good team. When we overcomplicate things and guys try to do too much, every matchup, every team we play against will cause us trouble. So we got to eliminate some of those moments, and I think we're in a good place.
We'll start here with Laurel.
I can hear you.
Straight win, 6 games unbeaten. Are you, even though you're not maybe seeing exactly what you want to see in the games, do you feel the momentum kind of building?
You do. Every win, every week that goes by and you're coming off of a win it's always good for the group. We're getting healthy bodies. The energies is good in the moment. And like I've said before, the guys enjoy being around each other. So, coming to work for them right now is fun. And I think what I haven't said to them, but it's you try to make every day feel like a Friday, not a Monday. And we're having a lot of Fridays right now. And so we got to keep that going.
And with Kevin getting the brace, and I think that's his 4th goal in 5 games, maybe. What are you seeing different from him at this point?
He's scoring.
Why?
We're getting into better positions to get him in front of goal. He's even in the most recent games. I still think there's his teammates and himself can find better positions in front of goal. The goal in Chicago is a quick transition goal where it doesn't come from us being able to play through pressure. Sergio makes a really good defensive play, and it leads to Kevin finishing off in a really clean way. And that's where we need to get him positioned more. And I know that's difficult in the run of play, breaking teams down and creating that much space in the box for a top player and scorer. But that's what I'd like to see more of, because you can see he doesn't need many moments. And took his opportunity well tonight, both. I mean, the first goal is very difficult. He makes it look very easy. I know he's got the goal to work with, but he's in a good position and takes it first time. It's that shows what he can do in front of goal. And the second one, I don't know, there's not many words to describe what he did. It was one of the best goals I've seen in person, certainly. It's going to be tough to top that, but I'd still like to see us getting in better positions, both with his teammates and with his movement over the course of 90 minutes.
We'll go to Carter here.
Pat, congratulations. You mentioned a little bit of overcomplicating things, or maybe not being simple enough, particularly in the final third. Is there something you're seeing as to why that's happening specifically, and is there a way to break that down?
Even before the final third, with their structure tonight, they were compact. I think from front to back there was 30 yards max, and so if that's the case from front to back, and if they're narrow, we got to move the ball left to right quicker. We got to think about how we play in behind, and at the end of the half we create some of our best moments. But taking 40 minutes to recognize that, I think, is something that we'll address. And I know that's unique to tonight, but we needed to stop forcing the ball through the middle. And even Evander comes over because he sees the game, he feels the game, and he's thinking about different spots to pop up. And I thought Luka and Kevin could stay higher in the line to create some space for him, or he can move into wide areas with our wingbacks moving up to try to just get our most creative player on the ball to make plays. In the final third, I think it's a matter of what guys see, but also taking too many touches, and that brings in more defenders, and then the moment to play in behind's gone, or the moment to play to their teammates gone. Holding on to the ball too long, overcomplicating the pass instead of making a simple one that might lead to our wingbacks, especially getting time and space on the ball so we could run hard in front of goal. All those little things, can improve.
And then I guess this is the second time in recent memory, at least, that a goal comes off of a deflection, rebound, and a score. Is that something, again, is that a way of simplifying the game, is to kind of maybe be selfish and take your shot rather than doing what you just described?
It's circumstantial. If you have an opportunity to shoot and it's the right decision, guys need to be ready to shoot. But if you have teammates that are in better spots to finish off a play, each moment is going to dictate if it's a shot or a pass. And I thought the shot was good. I thought Kevin was in a good spot, but that doesn't necessarily mean the next moment where a guy takes a shot, it's the best option. So, that's how I'd answer that.
We'll go to Antonio here.
Coach, congratulations for the great victory. As a whole, the team performed really well today. Were there any individual performances that stood out to you?
I thought Pavel was everywhere defensively, working really hard against Garcia, who he was really impressive, and it wasn't easy to get him off the ball and create for them. And I think Obi, when he came on, his 30 minutes was really strong. Lucas was strong again tonight. I think Kevin obviously scoring the goals, but I wouldn't say there was too many 9s and 10s out there, but we had some 6 and 7s, and I don't think anybody was terrible. I think individually everybody could have been a little bit better. That would have changed maybe the way the game looked, but the effort was there. There was a couple maybe that stood out more than the others.
We'll take the mic here. We'll go to Polo, and then here in the back as well.
Coach Pat, congratulations. Polo
you.
Muevas de Radio Indianapolis. Mi pregunta es, ¿le ilusiona 3 partidos ganar afuera, regresan, otra victoria? ¿Cuál es su objetivo bajo estos resultados?
You're obviously very excited having won 5 in a row, gotten 2 wins on the road, coming back home, getting another win. What is it that you take away the most from this stretch of 5 wins?
Well, we're getting results, and I think if you look at how we've done it, it's been in different ways. I think even in the moments where we have to struggle and where we're not good enough with the ball and we have to defend in transition, where we have to defend set pieces, the guys are strong in understanding how to do that, because there was certainly some moments today where, SKC could have punished us, but I think we were in positions and committed to defend in transition, to block shots, to try to block crosses. In those moments, I see a group that's passionate about defending the goal. We're trying to eliminate how often we have to do that, but the commitment's been good.
We'll go one more here.
Buenas tardes, profe, para Contragolpe TV. Se consigue la 5ª victoria consecutiva, se consigue estar en el primer lugar momentáneamente. A la altura de la competencia, ¿este era el resultado o el rendimiento que usted esperaba del equipo, o hay detalles que mejorar?
Coach, obviously, aside from just being 5 wins in a row, it brings you temporarily to the top of the Eastern Conference. You've talked about things that you want to see the team continue to improve, but do you think this is the best level for the team, or is there still more to go?
No disrespect to what the guys are doing in the moment with the streak and the wins, but we have a lot to improve on, and I'll continue to say that until we hit consistent form, until both sides of the ball were in more control. But I think they understand that too. I think they have high expectations of themselves in this group, and so we'll continue to push and not settle, even when the results are going our way.
We'll wrap up. We'll go Carter and Justin when we're done.
Pat, Major League Soccer PR just put out a stat that Roman Celentano is now tied at 66.5% winning percentage through his first 100 games. He has another strong night tonight. I guess I'm asking, what have you seen in Roman kind of long-term, short-term this season? How have you seen him grow from the goalkeeper you had a couple years ago into tonight?
Availability, consistency, and shot stopping. I'll sound like a broken record because we can talk about everything that goes into the position, but the most important thing is to keep the ball out of the net for me. And he's got a really even keel approach, good and bad. He's always willing to learn. Paul Rogers, that whole goalkeeping group, they do a really good job of putting in the time to improve, to understand their opponent, to understand how we approach each game. And so the work that they put in behind the scenes, it comes out in the games with a consistent stretch of 3 years now where he's helping our team win games. So like the group, we'll continue to demand more. I think he had the one kick on the left foot today where it's either a first time with the right or it's a better kick with his left. But the understanding of the moment's there, it's the execution, and that's where he can continue to improve. But he's been consistently good at making plays for us, and he made a few more today, and maybe he's somebody I should have thrown in there to a standout performance, because when things weren't going well and we had to defend and he needed to make a save, he was doing that. I also think he's getting much more comfortable and much better at coming off his line, crosses, punches. When there's traffic, that part has been really strong.
Coach, today the club was recognizing Kids Day here at the park. You mentioned the incredible atmosphere that we had. Do you have a message for the youngest fans for FC Cincinnati?
I wasn't expecting that one. Keep coming out and supporting your local team. I think there's a lot of good role models that are on that field out there that they can look up to and aspire to be. So, that's a nice connection that we have. I think these young kids in the area, and there's a lot of clubs, a lot of young players that I think enjoy their professional team, and I don't know, work hard, listen to your coaches, that's important, but have fun. It's always important to have fun.
Pat, thank you very much.